Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's still Spooky-tober, alright? I remember it. I'm gonna get this out of the way. It's still Spooky-tober. I gotta remember that.
Alright, congratulations.
Even though this has nothing to do with Spooky-tober, I just want to remind people who listen to this when it's not Spooky-tober that this was recorded in Spooky-tober.
Alright,
Yeah.
now we know.
Never forget.
Now
Never forget Spooky-tober.
Yeah, never forget Spooky-tober. Hey, well, okay, so is King Arthur gonna be a guy or a girl in Kamen Rider?
I swear to God, of
he's
course
gonna be
this is gonna
nothing.
come in.
No.
Of course this is gonna come in.
No, he's gonna be nothing. He's gonna be a robot.
It's gonna be no. That's King Arthur the mecha. I'm talking about King Arthur the person who apparently exists in this universe. All right.
Yeah.
Apparently, so you're saying whether
Legend of King Arthur canon.
So you're saying whether it's the canon of is it Fate King Arthur or is it like King Arthur King Arthur?
Yeah. Well, what gender do you think this King Arthur's gonna be? Are they gonna pull a Fate or are they actually gonna be a King Arthur?
Maybe it'll just be a gem or something. I don't know, like the anime about gem people. I don't know.
It will be those gem that had gender personality.
I think it's gonna have. I think whatever King Arthur is gonna be is gonna be. Do you think they're gonna actually have King Arthur? Do you think that King Arthur is going to be his own character, or is he just gonna be a robot?
I feel like they might build up to it if we're gonna be serious with this.
Yeah, I mean, but, if we're really trying to like fucking do a gender reveal on King Arthur, I think it's gonna be male.
I do think that would be the case.
Yeah.
Because apparently, for me and William have concur from watching Kira Major. Toei finally acknowledged memes now. All of a sudden, they're finally doing memes in their shows. All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
They done memes in Kira Major, Tariq, because you wouldn't know because you don't watch.
No, I
Kira
wouldn't
Major.
because I watch things that aren't just insane.
Made for children?
Yeah.
I
watch things where people. I watch things where people go on weird, trippy adventures in the desert.
This is my second follow-up question. Is King Arthur a Kamen Rider in this canon? Is that what I was?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's
probably yeah.
All right.
Because he got the sword, and I'm assuming it's gonna.
When you
like
die in Kamen Rider, you
sword,
die
right?
as a robot. You become a robot. That's new canon.
That's new canon. I thought you were saying that was actual canon.
William does not know about the mecha in Kamen Rider.
Well, yeah, no,
there's actual mecha.
I heard you. Yeah,
Okay.
when you guys went over the first episode where it was like they got like where Toma got big all of a sudden and like fought big Megiddo guy. It was like so. Is there like a make my monsters grow thing? And it's like, no, not usually. But every now and then, Toei's like, we need to sell more toys. So they're like, how can we put a bunch of plastic around this character? Give him like a weird dragon motorcycle thing? Yeah, let's do that. Make him be in a watermelon exosuit? Yeah, that sounds about right. Fuck it. I don't know, man. Like, just whatever we can.
Pilot an actual mecha.
Yeah.
There's been seasons where they have pilot an actual Pacific Rim mecha.
Yeah, I mean,
Gundam this so far.
No, yeah, because that's the difference between like fucking Sentai and like Gundam, right? Where it's like a Megazord is like towering over everything. Gundam is like hiding behind buildings. Like this, like. The anniversary series with like the last anniversary series ZO had like in canon pretty much every Kamen Rider had just a fucking mecha they could use that was completely useless and absolutely like unnecessary, but there was like, we need to sell plastic, how can we do this?
Yeah, that's the thing. They started doing this back in, I think Kiva was the first time that they introduced giant mechas, right?
Did Kiva have?
No. No, Kiva had the giant castle. No, I guess it's Ryuki, because Ryuki had all the stupid avid animals, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's been a thing they do in these. It seems they do give these the Kamen Rider giant stupid robots to fight with that they don't ever really use. That's just there.
Hey Austin, did you do the intro for this episode?
Hey, I was trying to segue into that thing. I was trying to figure out the segue, alright? Hey, welcome to Kamen Rider Saber, Episode 7, The Sword of the King Lies in Avalon, as part of our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kamen Rider Saber. A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, and joined every week by my friend William, that's you, William, a person with no knowledge of tokusatsu or Kamen Rider, as we are joined by our special guest Tariq, as we discuss the latest Kamen Rider season, Kamen Rider Saber, alright?
Yeah.
There we go. That's the intro. Right. I was trying to segue into the intro, but we just went on this rant.
Yeah, well, Phase 5 is about helping you parlay into intros.
Oh, okay. So now you're steadily becoming no longer special guest. You're now just guest.
No, I'm Phase 5 in my Grandmaster plan. This is a recurring bit, William. Stop pointing it out.
No, but that's my bit to point out the bit.
William's bad at figuring out recurring bits, alright?
No, my bit is to point out the bit.
Also, here's the thing I found out. Apparently, Calibor's a real person, alright? I wasn't expecting that.
That what, Calibur would be real? Or that Calibur is an actual person in lore?
No, that Calibur is like a person that transformed. I thought it was just a possessed armor.
Oh, that was stupid. I don't know why you thought that.
No, because I was thinking of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, right? Because William keeps going this tangent about Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, right?
I don't know why.
In our Kimmer Major review, where all he does is talk about Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, right?
Look,
and I keep remembering about the Magna Defender, in Power Rangers Lost, where it was just like this armor guy that just walks around.
Yeah, the Bullman. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, there's still a chance that he isn't like human because they really pulled like his voice was like modulated the entire time, and they silhouetted his like frame when he transformed, so he could absolutely not be alive. But I want to believe that Kento is just fucking fighting his dad, like, who's just completely given up on like being a.
But here's my question, because the thing is, if let's say that wasn't his dad, right? So and if the question of who is it, my question is it possible for someone to steal a rider's belt?
Ooh,
yes. Do that all the time.
Well, it depends on the lore. It depends on the lore. In X-Aid, you had to have vaccinate your kids. All right. Vaccinate your kids. That's the lesson in fucking X-Aid, is unless you get the vaccine to like fight off the enemy, you can't transform with a belt on. In Gaim, the one that we keep referencing all the time, literally a huge plot point is that one character dies and another character picks up his belt and uses it to pretend to be him for a long time.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, hey, you should actually watch Gaim, because next month is actually important, apparently.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
They revealed so as you know, with television or any type of media, they don't reveal the information as the week's episode airs, right? They reveal the synopsis and like here's plot details for the next month's episode, right? They reveal some stuff, and apparently, hey, you should watch Guy now. Unironically.
Wait, what are you referring to?
Well, wait, you haven't seen the plot synopsis for next month's episode?
I've seen the plot. You mean next week's episode?
No, next month. They revealed the plot synopsis for next month, and William, you should legitimately watch Guy now, alright? Because you're gonna be really confused next month if you don't at least watch the first 16 episodes of Guy.
Oh god, wait, what? Hold on, I need to... This is for Saber?
Yeah.
Because I was going to talk about the thing that I realized about Saber that was, I know exactly which... Oh, no! I know exactly what it is! I know... Okay. The thing that I was going to rant about spoilers, is that I now know which one's going to be the next rider, and I know which one's going to be the next transformation device, and I've called this, and I talked about this. What the fuck is the pattern? Like... Some of them use weapons to turn into belts.
Yeah.
Some of them have belts that turn into weapons.
Like,
I know which one is going to be next now.
As we've been teaching you, we don't learn stuff week by week. We always learn stuff months and weeks in advance because of toy catalogs.
Yeah, because of toy catalogs and them saying like, oh, by the way, here's what's the next toy coming out. That's how I knew every single Gundam before it came out.
Yeah, and it pretty much just spoils the entire show because of that shit. And it gets real annoying, right? But we pretty much learn a lot of stuff about the next coming one. We don't like to discuss it because we just want you to view this from watching the show. And I try to avoid talking about the toy catalogs and the episode catalogs as much as I can. But now, unless it actually comes up about William, I'm going to be real with you. You actually unironically need to watch at least like the first 16 episodes of Kamen Rider Guide now.
Well, I do have a batch, and it goes up to episode 20, so...
Okay, there we go. Watch that batch.
Austin, I'm gonna need you to send me the link for I'm gonna need you to send me the link for the stuff revealing the next month episodes, just so that I can look at them. Because I didn't find that. I'm more pissed off about the shit about the next writer because it's literally if you go from last episode to this episode and then looking at what is going to come up, I called that shit.
Yeah, but we're not going to discuss about those because we're going to wait for those to be revealed.
Yeah,
because those are toy cows and those are
we'll wait for that to be revealed, and I will lose my mind when I get to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, so now we can actually talk about the episode.
Yeah. Anyway, this episode, which actually I'm going to say this at the top, was again I think Saber is starting to find its fucking like rhythm because this was aside from the fucking do the time warp again moment, like. Shit was pretty good. Like, aside from the part where they just trip balls for, like, a solid 30 seconds, like, it's a pretty fucking solid episode.
Yeah, this is a good episode because stuff happens.
Yeah, all the stuff happened.
That's reason to bring it up. Toma actually uses stupid book knowledge to do stuff.
Toma, yeah.
Besides some of his stupid outfits, he does something useful.
That's the other thing. For you, he doesn't change outfits once. He's in one.
I know. Yeah. I was like,
nobody. In fact, nobody changes outfits. I presume that this is the same day that last episode happened, which is hilarious because the idea that, again, so my joke has been like, like. Either everybody's changing outfits like multiple times a day, like Toma and May are changing outfits multiple times a day, or things are happening like with way too much space in between for like a day change. But like May is also in the same outfit as she was the last episode, so I assume.
Yeah, I don't remember we brought this up, but William, in Kamen, you just wear one outfit and you just wear that shit for the rest of the season, right? You really don't have characters. It's like animes or cartoons. You pick one outfit and you keep it like that, pretty much solid. I mean, unless you get like a character arc when then they like, oh, I'm gonna wear a stupid accessory. Now, or I'm gonna take my button shirt off. But majority of the time, Kamen Rider, you just pick one outfit for a character and you just go with it, right?
Here's what I would say.
That's your outfit.
Here's what I would say to that. It's like, they don't change outfits unless it's like literally... Toma is the rare exception for the fact that he is changing outfits like literally mid-episode. There have been other characters that have like other main Kamen Riders that have changed outfits like episode to episode base, but they usually have like a base. I have no fucking clue what they would consider Toma's base outfit. Would it be his suspenders and shorts like with a dumbass trilby? I guess. But like he literally has changed outfits so many times, there has been no consistency. There are usually at least a consistency and like maybe it's getting cold and we're filming a live action show. Maybe we should give them pants. It's it's warm and we're filming a live-action show. Maybe you should let them take their sleeves off. But typically, it's pretty much set in stone. This is what you look like, and if you stray from it, we'll kill you.
Okay, holy shit, that's fucking rough.
Yeah. Anyway, but anyway, so yeah, let's talk about this episode because it starts out again, like you said.
Yeah. Also,
again,
you need $13 to open the gate.
Right off.
Gate to the LSD world.
You need 13 books, and you either need to do a special sword dance, or you need to talk backwards.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, that just came out of like fucking nowhere, and it's just...
So, like Toma. I mean, well, the sword dance wasn't completely out of nowhere, right?
No, not the sword dance. I'm talking about the talking backwards.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, nothing has made me doubt my own abilities to understand the Japanese language. Like, all of a sudden doing the fucking, like, Beatles on reverse shit. Because I was looking at the subtitles for the way, from who I watched it, from the channel I watched it from, and it was like...
from the subtitle groups we don't mention.
Because we don't never acknowledge any one fan subject, because we're too big for that, and it'll definitely, like, cause a flame war that, they...
Yeah.
Oh,
I seriously doubt that. I want to say it doesn't
you don't understand. Subtitle groups is very a big important thing within the tokusatsu. People hate a particular subtitle group over another, and people will go to arguments against each other about subgroups, even though it's the exact same thing. They both say Kamen Rider at the bottom.
Yeah. But so the one that I watched had the subtitles fucking backwards, and I was like, and I was like,
same.
What the fuck? And I went, oh, okay. And then I played it again. And I was like, wait, is he actually saying the words backwards, or is it like just that's how they chose to describe it? And I was like, no, that's just literally they took his whatever he said and then just did a fucking the fucking. Which, I mean, if you want to do a fucking magical language, I guess just fucking do shit backwards.
Yeah.
They could have...
Apparently you can just open this gate pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I thought Caliber was gonna do the dance himself.
No!
Because the fact that Kento
had to do a whole dance in front of everybody fully transformed.
Yeah, because I thought that Caliber was gonna do the dance too to mirror the fact that these are father and son, and they definitely have an episode arc. There's definitely gonna be a character relationship all throughout the season. But I thought, it would be cool if he did the dance too. But no, he just speaks backwards. Like, fuck it. I don't need to do no. They
could have made up a magical language, which they've already done by giving weird like glyphs that are in the books in like logos.
Oh no, someone's translate that. It's just fancy. It's just fancy English language. It turns out.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt that, but I'm just saying, like, they could have just fucking gone with some random, like abracadabra alakazam shit, and instead they were like, no, we're just gonna take what he says in, like, fucking Japanese, and just bring that all back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, Kento and fucking Toma figure out, this is how we get to Avalon, and then Caliber's like, I know how to get to Avalon, speaking backwards. And then, meanwhile, Rentaro goes in the hyperbolic time chamber, apparently, to just go, he's like, again, he just goes, break glass, I'm gonna fight, alright, here we go. And then he just goes into, like, he goes into, like, personal trauma, like, room.
Mm-hmm.
And just
where is this room, by the way? Is there only lights in this room?
It's that closet at the end of the hallway. It's all books, right? So it's the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He just goes in the wardrobe, and he's the lion. It's all connected.
Oh.
No,
hey, they're using that book.
So he goes in there, right? And he just gets fucking, I guess, beat up by the memory of his master. I don't really know what's... It's never explained what's kicking his ass. He just goes in there, remembers his master, and then all of a sudden we see him just,
No, it's just his past trauma's just beating him up, man. That's all there is to it.
Just getting beat around.
Is he beating himself up?
I don't know. Possibly.
God, I will say though, just because since we're on the scene, like this is legit. Like, I'm watching this whole series, right? I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty fun. This is pretty good. And it took me a while to get into Kira Major because Kira Major takes a long ass fucking time to actually to get anywhere near interesting, right? Yeah. But it's like episode 7, and I'm watching this like. It's like I'm gonna watch the rest of the show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it no matter what because it's actually really fucking good.
Well,
because I didn't expect this kind of character development at all with like Rintaro. He's like secondary character.
Wait until you get to it. Look, I mean, we're on episode 7, and like so far, this is me saying something. Saber, for as much as I want to like, Okay, I'm gonna finish this sentence, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning of this episode because there's way more to talk about with the beginning of the actual beginning of this episode. Right? Mm-hmm. Saber, for all of its like ridiculousness, has easily proven itself to still be worth watching. Like, even from the first episode when shit's like ridiculous, all the way up to the 7th episode, I'm like, this is pretty good. There have been series where like I watched Kamen Rider Drive, and I couldn't watch past the 2nd episode. And I need to go back and, like, finish all of it. I know what happens in it, but I need to go and, like, experience Kamen Rider Drive because I know that it gets better. Kamen Rider Ghost, I got, like, 25 episodes in, and I went, I don't know if I can keep watching this. I have a life to live.
I told William about that.
Yeah,
I told William about Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yeah, we had a discussion on this.
Well, we also have to talk about Ghost later on because it's spoopy season and stuff.
I don't know. We're gonna get to that. Sorry, that's a lot to ask for.
That's fine. Anyway, to talk about the actual beginning of this episode, who do we see but fucking Mary Poppins ass fucking Tassel just floating around being like, ooh, hey, seems like things are getting interesting, guys. Anyway, I'm on an umbrella and I'm floating around. Wee!
I honestly don't see the reason why these characters outside the house, like, how? Like, why you just decided to just jump out the house and just
what the fuck, Tassel? What the actual fuck? Like, Tassel
really
is just
fucking
like
weird.
Tassel is going. I swear to fucking God, Tassel is going to show up as a. Even if it's just like a joke. Even if it's just a joke, he's going to show up as a Kamen Rider and he's going to be completely useless. But it's just like, what the fuck are you? Why do you show up?
I really don't. I don't know if Tassel's supposed to be some omnipotent force that actually watches the world. Is he supposed to be God? I'm really gonna be if he actually
God! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh, if Tassel...
I'd be really annoyed if he actually appeared within the actual show. I'm fine with him just be like this out-of-place narrator for us to just see, I guess. But if he actually appears within an actual episode, I'm gonna be like interacting with the cast and oh boy, this is gonna be really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's gonna be
Don't worry, Austin. You can just edit that.
Yeah. Well, William was here the entire time as we ranted about Tassel.
you can edit that out.
Tassel. Literally, like, I watched that shit. Fuck, man. After Donut Gate, I'm just like, I don't know. Is Tassel gonna be the greatest character ever or the worst? I don't know. I genuinely can't tell. But Tassel shows up and literally pulls I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, and just fucking, like, shows up in the, least reasonable way. And it was just so insane.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I don't understand why he was floating around and just going, just talking to us while he's just plummeting to his potential death.
No, he wasn't plummeting. He was floating around. Tassel is farting out the rainbow bubbles with his ass. That's my new theory.
Say what you want, man. My canon is that he's plummeting to his death at the moment, okay? Because he's such a weird character. I don't understand I don't understand his relevance at all yet. Like when we get there, then yeah, I guess I'll accept it. But right now, it's just so odd and just like why? What is any of this?
Character is just so fucking strange because we're in back to Kamen Rider Gaim again.
Yeah, always got.
We had a simulate. Always got everything's in Kamen Rider Gaim. We actually had a character similar to Tasso for the first few episodes, right? This DJ, because they were in the DJ hip hop city of fucking wherever the fuck. Yeah, like in the beginning in Kamen Rider Gaim, before this character was introduced as a legitimate cast member, he was just like this DJ that we see at the this disc jockey announcer who talks about the news. Like, hey yo, this is what's happening in Kamen Rider Gaim, right? And we're like, what the fuck's this? Like, that's pretty much what it's like.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's. I took us on a...
apparently Toma only made one copy of his fucking manuscript, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Apparently Toma only made one copy of his manuscript, and also didn't put it on,
May immediately loses it.
Didn't put it on print. Like, didn't put it on digital. Like, he's again, hipster clothing makes a hipster man. So... So he just fucking like...
He doesn't have a digital... He doesn't have a digital typewriter, apparently.
Yeah, so he was just like, no, if you want to pick this up, you gotta pick it up in person. And then May... So, again, they do the fucking book thing where it's like, alright, shift to a different dimension. Again, I have problems with the inconsistencies about what is a different dimension and what isn't. But fuck it, whatever. COVID.
Oh no, it's established. There's bubbles in it.
Oh yeah,
there's one
right. Sometimes there's bubbles, and then sometimes there's a put on your 3D glasses film. Like, and there's totally rules for it. No way that it's just bullshit. But it's like, okay, so they shift them all to the fucking bubble world, I guess, whatever, right? And so they take 3 locations. I don't really know why they needed to take 3 locations. It doesn't really seem necessary. But all of a sudden, here's what I'm gonna call them the Rowdy Rough Boys, the fucking Megiddo fucks. Yeah, okay. Because they're just a trio of fuckboys. The trio of fuckboys, the Rowdy Rough Boys, decide to just fucking go, oh, you know what? Hey, you know what? What if we just fucking overwhelm them? What if we just fucking cut all this, like, bullshit and just fucking... We all just show up and, like, fucking jump them. And it's like, yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
That's a villain idea. Yeah. We call that an old man Logan.
Yeah, so Legio... They're like, Legio, you make a fucking Megiddo, and the rest of us will just wait for them to show up, and we'll just fucking stomp them in the nuts. And meanwhile, Toma and Kento are like, okay, Kento, you do the dance, I'll follow you, and let's go off to Avalon. And that's how... Oh, and Rintaro's like, I'm gonna go beat myself up in a closet. And that's how things split. And it's like, sure, fine, alright, that's okay. Immediately, fucking... The 2 shittiest characters... Fucking Kenzan and Buster decide to go and like, okay, we're gonna take care of it, and immediately get fucked over. Just immediately. Oh, we have tried too hard. We are not going to do well. Disaster shows up. All 3 of the Megiddo fuckboys show up, and they're Megiddo.
Disaster shows up out of nowhere. That's the best part.
Yeah.
He literally just walks.
Yeah, Disaster. Yeah,
it's like someone off camera. It's like in a play.
Yeah.
When you're not supposed to be on screen.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be on stage. You walk in by accident, like, oh, and you gotta interact. Like, oh boy, I gotta make it seem like a part of this.
Yeah. Well, that's how I felt. That's how I always felt about Buster. But now it's like Disaster does it, and it's like. I mean, I could use you guys, like, explaining how Disaster didn't die last episode, but okay, fuck it. He's here.
Yeah, and then they decided to explain it during the battle. Like, I thought we killed him. It's like, he's just hard to kill.
Yeah, that's what makes him so annoying. It's like, I mean, yeah, that doesn't explain anything, man. Like, again, Buster continues to disappoint. But that's okay. He might be gone next episode.
For people who apparently for Buster, a guy who's apparently had all these years of experience of endangering kids, right? He gets beaten real easily all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's not good at this.
He disappoints his wife, he disappoints his son, he disappoints his enemies and his allies.
Yeah.
And he's disappointed us.
Good thing he'll probably be written out soon. Anyway,
Jesus.
But so so like that happens. Rintaro goes like through his like own ass beating, and then Kento and Toma go through just the trippiest fucking like. Again, I keep saying it looks like it looks like that bit in Willy Wonka where he's just like the imagination song.
We're in the tunnel.
Yeah, it's just they're just tripping balls super hard. They're like, oh fuck, man, go to the door. Oh shit, and they make it and they come out to like the Sahara Desert or wherever. Because I guess that's where Avalon is, or at least the door to Avalon is a desert. And then
apparently Avalon located in a different dimension this entire time.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of different dimensions apparently. That's how the books work.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, they pull some random magic bullshit. At this point, I kind of just go with the flow of it.
Yeah, and
then Sophia comes in and complains.
Yeah,
like,
Sophia
hey,
shows up as like,
do something.
Yeah, Slash, do you want to help? Like, because Kenzan and Buster are getting kind of like pounded in the ass by like 5 dudes right now, and they're like, I can't get my sword up right now. Like, it's not happening for me. Like, it's gonna take a while for the meds to kick in for my sword to work. Don't worry. I'm sure that Slash. I am not foreshadowing based off of spoiler information. I'm sure that Slash will show up eventually.
Or the fact that they immediately show a sword after he's like, I need more time.
Yeah.
Definitely not hinting at anything.
Yeah, and no, there's no way that Slash will show up and be a character.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the two of them continue to get the shit beaten out of them. Like, absolutely. And I've got to say, as someone who has criticized both characters, gotta say, it feels great. It feels incredible to watch them just both get manhandled by just a bunch of dudes, just taken over, just beaten down. It really feels good to watch them fucking fail. But then May, let's not forget that May shows up in her world. Somehow she finds a helmet. I assume the one that she's been hiding from everyone to hide her disabilities. Because again, Japan is very bad about how they handle mental disabilities.
Oh my god!
But she just shows up with a fucking full-blown motorcycle helmet on her head. Right?
Yeah, she does, and he has a fly swatter thinking that can actually do something against the Megiddo.
No, she has a fly swatter to pop bubbles.
I've seen the Karate Kid, alright? Fly swatter do stuff, alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
here's the thing: she's not the Karate Kid. So.
No, she's yes, she's the common kid.
The common kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So May's showing up with her fucking helmet, and she's like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! Shit's getting real!" And she tries to dodge it, which again, she's actually kind of trying for a bit, and then Storia shows up. Legiel shows up, we get to see Legiel's transformation. Okay, cool, fine, fuck it, whatever. But Storius just shows up in human form, right? Doesn't even feel like he needs to transform and goes, gotcha, bitch. And just grabs her and he's like, hey, I got this one female that you have in your show. If you don't want her to die, you better just let yourself take this ass beating. And they're like, fuck.
Take this ass beating that you're already taking so long.
I mean, they were already losing. It was kind of unnecessary for them to, take May hostage. But it doesn't hurt the, narrative of, May really needs to stop, doing shit. Until she can, fucking defend herself, I would suggest highly that she just hides in, a bunker, where people can't take her.
Or maybe she just has someone watching over her, right?
Yeah. Well, her guardian angel appears in this episode because we finally get a ship because.
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden they're forcing this fucking May and Rentaro relationship.
While Kento and Toma are having their issue with Caliber, a whole new ship, and this is 100% Rentaro's episode, honestly, because it's like all of this stuff about like shit is going wrong, like everybody's getting their ass beat, Rentaro's in training, and then who shows up at the last minute with his newly, mastered book, which I don't know why you have to go into a private training room to master a book. That doesn't really make sense, but fuck it. I mean, it's Kamen Rider.
That's how he was able to get that book.
No, he was able to get the book by
here's what happened. Okay,
he got
here's
the book.
My theory. No, here's my theory. Listen to this. So we see him in the closet, right, training. He wasn't training. He was just looking for the book. There was no light in that closet. They dropped the book inside that closet.
Yeah, he was just trying to read the book in the dark.
On the floor, just reaching out, like, oh boy, gotta find this book. Why didn't we install light in this room?
He was just a 14-year-old.
That's what is it.
He was just a 14-year-old reading the 7th Harry Potter book, like, fuck, I gotta read this, but, like, my parents turned off the lights. I gotta fucking read this, like... No, I mean, like, so he figures out the... And so, I think it's right, like, what you said before about, like, okay, right arm is a legendary creature, middle, like, chest is, like, a regular creature, and then, left arm is, some kind of weapon or whatever.
No, it's a story. It's a fairy tale.
Right.
It's a fairy tale.
So he masters the Pegasus. The Pegasus is the blue book. And he just shows up and just completely, like... He becomes the alpha Chad of just, like, all of the Kamen Riders in one shot. Just, I am the leader. I am the god. I have mastered... I have mastered my Sky Pegasus. Here I am. Witness me. And, like, immediately May is just gushing for him. Like, which is incredible in its own sense. But it's just, like, the fact that, again, there's no fucking, like, rhyme or reason to these fucking books and the Kamen Rider belts. Because why would you ever pick a transformation device, the belts that make swords, when you could have the swords, like, or why would you have the swords that make belts that, like, Kenzan, Buster, and Caliber have, when you could have 3 slots with the ones that Espada, Saber, and Blades have? Like, clearly it's better to have 3 books.
Yeah.
Why would you pick 1 book and 1 sword?
I mean, who knows, man?
No, to be fair, look, and fucking what's the ninja one's name?
Kenzan?
In Kenzan's defense, he technically has 2 swords,
yeah,
right?
But they're both useless.
I mean, we're useless so far. We haven't seen what it
Look, he did fine last episode beating Disaster. He did terribly this episode, as he deserved to, getting his ass beat by, like, 5 dudes at the same time. This is they literally showed up with gang tactics on them. They went, nah, fuck it. We ain't showing up yeah, we got our ass beat when it was just one-on-one. Nah, we showed up with, like, 6 fucking dudes, and we just fucking... We just gonna stomp on these bitches, like...
Oh, man.
It's true. And then all the while, Toma's fucking having this another fucking episode.
Yeah.
So they already transferred to this LSD world. And now he's transferring within the LSD world to another LSD world.
Yeah, so for some reason...
He's really fucking out of it
I don't really understand why they had to go to the desert world before they went to Avalon. Because I'd assume that Avalon was the actual place where the King Arthur book was. But, so they show up, they land in the desert, like, area, and then Caliber shows up, just, like, I mean, kind of badass, but also kind of, like, unnecessarily dragging his sword. He's just like, okay, guess I gotta fight you. Again, silhouetted, so there's still a possibility that it's not actually Kento's father, Like, it could just be somebody that took over his fucking, like, belt. Mm-hmm. But then he
If they're going that far, it would be, yeah.
Yeah, but then he transforms, and then it's like... And Kento's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna transform. Here, take my fucking stupid-ass, like, ATV, and drive off, and, just get to Avalon. And then Toma takes the ATV, and then just immediately goes... Nah, I'm not gonna listen to people again. And just takes the ATV, provides a hit and run on Caliber, and then he's like, hey, he's gonna try and attack us anyway, might as well just run off to Avalon together. So they do that. Kento with his, we finally learn what the true ability of the Aladdin lamp, basically, book is, which is, I have a flying carpet. Why do I even have this fucking ATV? I can just fly on a magic carpet this entire time. And he just fucking dips off, and they're just like, okay, well, fuck it. And then they go to, like, they open another door that requires... The only requirement that it has is that Caliber and Saber, like, touch dragon heads. They just, they just smush them together. And then... make shit happen. But, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's visited by a ghost who may or may not be King Arthur.
Yeah, right. They go... Yeah, no. Toma has... Toma gets through, right? And then there's the whole thing with the dude... I think it's Merlin, actually.
Oh.
I think that makes more sense that it's Merlin. But it's really weird that it's just like it took. I understand that Toma was under a lot of stress, but whatever the cloaked figure was just like, if you believe it's true, it's true. And he's like, where is it? And then he's like, if you believe it isn't there, it isn't. He's like, tell me where it is.
That's exactly how this actually
and then it's just like, and I felt bad for him because he's like, I don't know how else to explain this to you, dude. Like, I just like figure it out. Wherever you want it to be is where you want it to be. If you think that it's real, and he spends an ungodly amount of time just screaming at him and being like, "Where is it?" and until he's like, "Wait, what if I just think about it?" And it's like, okay, Toma, you were doing so good. You were doing so good up until this point of like actually using your brain to like figure stuff out. And then it's like, oh, you fucking idiot. Just calm down and read a book or whatever the fuck you need. And then he fucking wills it into being with the power of imagination.
Yeah. That was surprisingly easy.
Then a fucking ghost comes out, and that was so fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. The way that fucking thing comes out of nowhere just freaked me the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Just like,
I don't know what the fuck that was.
At all.
It's so fucking weird.
He's just
this
running
fucking ghost just shows out of nowhere.
God, I don't... Why? Why was that even necessary? I mean, it could have been anything else except for that.
It could have.
All I'm saying is that it freaked me the fuck out, man. Like, I didn't like the way
it literally just shows up.
Hey, guys,
it's weird.
It's spoopy season. That's why ghosties are out.
Oh, is that what it is?
We're gonna get more ghosts next week on next week's episode?
No, ghosts were 2015's. Was it 2015?
What, Kamen Rider Ghost?
Yeah.
I know enough to get the joke.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so basically he gets a new book. He gets a new sword.
Yeah, no, he gets a new book and he gets a big sword. He gets another sword. Is it a transforming sword? Does the sword allow What is the rules in this shit?
It's just accept it as a sword. It's just a sword.
Does he have two belts now? Like,
no, he has.
Is he just Yu-Gi-Oh with like 75 belts around his fucking neck? Like,
what, you think he's gonna get a belt on his arm? That's what
I'm just saying. It seems like if he got like a sword if he manifested a sword in an additional sword with this power, it stands to reason that, like, he got a full-fledged sword that can, I don't know, take in a book, which would imply that it might be a transformation device, like a singular transformation device. Which, if that's true, right, he has 2 belts. And that, for certain, has never been... Like, that is unprecedented. A rider simultaneously wielding 2 belts. That's insane.
How would it even look?
It would. I said it. It would look like Yu-Gi-Oh. It would look like
Yu-Gi-Oh,
or Cloud or Final Fantasy or any other anime shit where they just have 75 belts hanging off their body in random places.
No, but like theoretically, like how would he even look if like let's say he has 2 belts, right? Where would the colors even go?
We already know. Like, it's blue on one side and red on the other.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah,
sure. I'll accept
that's
it.
That's my fucking logic on it.
It's just like one thing after another with this episode.
Yeah,
a lot of good.
A lot of shit happens in this episode.
Yeah, a lot of good shit too. Like,
I feel like this whole ghost stage should have been its own episode. I feel like this was supposed to be a journey episode, but they just put another character's journey into it.
Yeah, they just accomplished everything. Like, they accomplished a lot in a very short amount of time. And somehow it didn't feel like the pacing was off. It was just like, I mean, I guess this is happening, but Jesus Christ, like...
Yeah, you really don't feel the 30, like, not 30, the
24 minutes or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, you really don't feel the 25 minutes. Once it's done, it's like, oh shit, that was it.
Yeah, it's really fast paced. Like, it's like this episode doesn't take breaks, it just keeps going one after another.
Yeah.
And then Tassel fucking comes out at the end of the game and like, ooh,
I'm still floating around on the bubbles.
What is this great trial? And like, oh, since we don't want to specify the subgroup, this subgroup I'm using fucking puts the when he says he in italics and just to be thinking, is this character supposed to be super important now?
Well, so here's what I will complain about. I mean, but it's a very minor complaint because it's just like. Again, for pacing like standards, it makes sense and it's reasonable. I was totally like I totally believe that this was going to be an episode just about Toma going to Avalon and like getting being able to, open his sword again. And then it was like this is really about Rintaro showing up and just big dicking all of the other riders.
Yeah, pretty much.
He shows up, he's full 3-book transformation, he gets the girl, he's smashing that puss, he just shows up and is the ultimate Chad. And then it's like Toma is there and like there's some conflict with Caliber, but it is not really like the definitive like Caliber reveal that I expected, nor is it like the Toma showing up and being super powered by the Arthur book that I expected. But it seems like the next episode that they hint at is going to be Toma figuring out the Arthur book, and apparently he's not going to handle it well. Because they're hinting that he's going to kill fucking Ogami. Like, I said he was a bad dad, but it looks like he's about to be a dead dad, like...
Holy shit. Fuck, man. I mean, he's like... I mean, I assume it's going to be something to do with Medusa or whatever.
I mean, yes and... This wouldn't be the first time that they killed a writer in, like, 8 episodes in.
Wait, this has happened before, I'm assuming?
Writers die! Like, permadeath. Like,
oh, okay.
And just,
so it's not some bullshit they die, they come back life shit?
Sometimes sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I kind of thought at the beginning with, like, Ogami, like, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy fucking sucks. Jeez, oh, God, why is this old man trying to fucking show up at all? And I was like, they're gonna kill this old man. They're gonna fucking murder him. Like, and we're gonna have to. And they're gonna try to make us feel bad about his like abandoned son, his orphan son. And I'm not gonna care about his orphan son, but you know, it is.
We're gonna see his tragic backstory. It just pops up, and
it is 100% like lining up to like. If I absolutely would believe that they kill him next episode, because it's not uncommon for them to be like, hey, yeah, so you got a new power, it's out of your control, and you killed someone you didn't mean to. Oops! Oh well.
Okay, so this is is this a common trope then? That's happened in Kamen Rider before?
Hey, a common trope?
I regret my words. Unintended pun.
I mean, I've said it a bunch of times. I just wanted to fucking like hammer on it.
Yeah, I know. I noticed this.
But anyway, it's pretty standard with like. I mean, it's the again, like, it's the anime standard. It's the fucking Naruto or Bleach or whatever. Like, you have a fucking like dark power and you use it, and oops. There goes the neighborhood, like...
Jesus, man.
Yeah, so...
Well, I mean, if anything, I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
This episode.
I want to... Because apparently we're going to get a mecha.
Yeah, which is...
I was going to bring that
really
up next episode and explain it to William Ned, but we already just went and did it this episode.
It looks so weird.
Yeah, it does.
We'll talk more about it next episode.
Well,
William.
here's the
we'll get to the deep mecha history of Kamen Rider.
Here's the difference, William. Right? If this were Super Sentai, there'd be a person in there. This isn't Super Sentai, so it's just fucking CG puppetry.
Okay. All right then. So this is gonna be interesting.
All right. Well,
yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
Alright, sure. I'll look forward and see what monstrosity I will have to bear witness to next episode.
I did like this episode. It was really nice.
This was like the episode where I had to go, shit, I think Saber's actually good. Like, oh man, like, I mean, I don't necessarily care that much about Toma. Like, honestly, if Toma was the, like, secondary writer, it would make more sense because he's the one that I feel like has to kind of like push the plot forward by like looking things up while the other ones go and do things. But
yeah, he does feel like
dude, this could be a Kamen Rider Ryuki for all we know.
Yeah, where it just
this could be the
misdirect.
Yeah.
Where it's
Tariq, William does not understand anything I just fucking said.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we talked about it before when you're saying where we said that the secondary writer like transformed first, or like.
Oh no! I don't think I agree about that.
I think the thing is, I think I was thinking about the whole the whole police thief squad thing from Kira Major.
That's the Sentai.
Are you talking about Lupin Ranger?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of, and I was applying it to this for some reason. But
it pretty much works. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. It's all the same shit.
All right,
they're all people in costume fighting other people in costume, alright? Just to sell toys to idiots like you and me.
Yeah, just some are better than others.
Well, maybe not me, Austin. I don't buy these toys.
I already pre-ordered the Saber figures, alright?
Oh my god. You know, I had to come over to your house
real quick, off topic about the show, and real quick into toy sales. So Bandai released toys, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right? So they released action figures, right? You got the baby action figure, right? The cheap $10 one that breaks that you give to like a 10-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then Bandai also released these good action figures.
Yeah, the figurized figures.
Oh no! Sorry, those are the Gundam figures.
No, the Gundam figures aren't figurized.
Oh, aren't they? Don't you have to build them?
Yeah, but the figurized figures are more for the Sentai shit or the tokusatsu shit than like.
I'm talking about the figure arts.
Yeah. Oh, the figure arts. Oh, yeah. There's figurize and there's figure arts. Yeah.
Too good that William's just so fucking confused, man.
Yeah.
We just said tomato twice.
Yeah. Hey, William, there are good toys, and then there are toys that you have that some assembly required.
Yeah. And then there are toys that are expensive. All right, that's what I've done.
Yeah.
Just like when I bought my Kamen Rider 01 belt.
Yeah, how much did that run you?
So I got that belt along with all those keys for like $100.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, because I remember, Tariq, I told you, like I've been saying, the best time to buy the Kamen Rider toys is after that Kamen Rider season is over.
Yeah.
That's when everyone just gets rid of that shit.
Yeah, and before...
They're like, oh man, we really don't like...
before production gets limited.
Yeah. That's it. So, yeah, so, well, hey, good episode.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else we want to say?
Tassel returned to be a fucking menace. And a horror.
Tassel's so scary.
Like, Tassel continues to haunt me. I think that he will definitely kill somebody in this show. I don't know who. And also, it looks like Buster is definitely going to die, which will be incredible for me to react to. So, good shit.
I want to say, I want you to record your reaction. I want to see if there's going to be an audible hell yeah.
I'll do a face cam thing of like me watching it, and I'll keep a capture of just the moment of whatever happens to Buster next episode. And I'll just be like, you're dead.
All right. I guess that's it. Another great spooky Tober episode.
Yeah.
Gotta bring that back in somehow.
Yeah, always spooky.
Yeah. All right. That's it. All right. All right. That's the end of this. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay. Thanks. Bye.